In this video, we are going to look at the total cost of installing P.O.P on a 3-bedroom house in Ghana. And we are going to look at what factors go into determining the price of P.O.P and more coming up next. Okay, so I recently installed P.O.P on my 3-bedroom house project in Accra, Ghana. And it is important to make note of the fact that my 3-bedroom house is situated on a half plot of land. So for you who is building on like a full plot of land or 2 plots of land, you need to multiply the total cost I'm going to give you by 2 or 3 depending on the design, the sizes of your rooms and more. So the total cost of my building project was about 14,180 Ghana cedis, which translates to about $1,200, right? And out of this amount, 4,000 cedis was the cost of workmanship, and then 10,180 cedis was the cost of material. And I'm going to go into details on the material cost. But the cost of your P.O.P is going to differ from mine in 3 major ways. 1, the design. 2, the total sizes of your rooms, the number of rooms that you are doing P.O.P for, and then 3, the size of your house, right? And the size of your rooms. So for me, like I said in the intro, my building is on a half plot of land, and the P.O.P that I did, somewhere full P.O.P, somewhere like at the corners and edges of the rooms, and somewhere a mixture of both. And I'm going to show you all these before the video ends so that you can also pick inspiration for types of P.O.P design. And I believe the designs I chose are very minimal and very modern, very beautiful as well. So next, let's go into the total cost of materials. Okay, so let's talk about the material estimate. We purchased 50 bags of P.O.P cement. Now, a bag of P.O.P cement is selling at 125 Ghana cedis. Again, it's very important to note that this was about 2 months ago when I completed my P.O.P. So you need to adjust for inflation when you are doing your estimate. And so the 50 bags at 125 Ghana cedis translated to 6,250 Ghana cedis. Then we also purchased fiber. We purchased 40 kilograms of fiber, and a kilogram is selling at 45 Ghana cedis. So that translates to 1,800 Ghana cedis for the fiber. Then we also purchased binding wire, 2 coils of binding wire. So today, a coil of binding wire is selling between 80 to 100 Ghana cedis. But as at that time, it was selling at 75 Ghana cedis. So that translates to 150 Ghana cedis. Then we also purchased Frytol. 10 liters of Frytol, and a liter of Frytol we purchased for about 50 Ghana cedis, so that translates to 500 Ghana cedis. Then we also purchased key soap. We purchased 10 bars, and we got a bar for 15 Ghana cedis, so that translates to 150 Ghana cedis for the 10 bars of key soap. Then we also purchased plywood. We purchased 1 which was selling at 250 Ghana cedis, so the total for plywood was 250 cedis. Then we also purchased the home charm paint. You know, if you've been watching our prices on building materials, you know home charm paint is selling between 320 cedis to 380 Ghana cedis. So we purchased ours, 1 at 350 Ghana cedis, and we purchased 2 for the entire work, which translated to 700 Ghana cedis. Then we purchased nails, 4 inches and 3 inches nails. We purchased 1 box, which was 80 Ghana cedis. So if you add the total cost of materials and then transportation of 300 Ghana cedis to convey all these cements and everything, that adds up to 10,180 Ghana cedis. Now, the design of the P.O.P that I chose was really beautiful, as you are seeing on your screens. And what we did was that for the master bedroom, we did like not full P.O.P, we did like half. And the design also allows us to put in these LED lights, which in a later stage we are going to show you when we are done. So make sure to subscribe and turn on all notifications so you don't miss that particular episode. Now, for the whole, we did full P.O.P, and the design is really beautiful, as you can see on your screens. Now, for the bathrooms in the bedrooms, what we did was to apply the P.O.P, or to fix the P.O.P in just the corners and the edges of the room. So we didn't do full P.O.P for the bathroom, so it doesn't make a lot of sense. Then for the balcony, right, we did a kind of full P.O.P. And then when they are doing the P.O.P, another interesting thing that we saw was how they are able to find the wires for like your electrical. So before you can do your P.O.P, you need to have your roof, obviously, or like a ceiling. If you are doing like a story building, you need to have a floor. If you have reached the top of your building project, then you put your ceiling, you do your electricals, right? So once you do your wiring and all that, before you do your tiling and your painting and all that, it's good to do your P.O.P, because when you're doing the P.O.P there, it leaves a lot of stains on your building project, like on your floor and on your wall. So if you've already done your tiles, it can ruin the beauty of your tiles. So ideally, once you do your roof, then you do your wiring, then you do your P.O.P. Yeah, so as you can see, these are the designs for the bedrooms: the first bedroom, the second bedroom, the third bedroom, the master bedroom. And this is the design for the hall. This is the design for the balcony. And this is how I did it for the bathrooms. All right, so in terms of laborers, there were about 4 people who came to work on the P.O.P, and it took them approximately 5 days to complete all the P.O.P works, and it really looks beautiful. The end result was really amazing. Yes, and then when any good P.O.P installer is working on the P.O.P installations, they need to give like a space where if you want to climb to the roof, you are going to pass through. So always make sure that you provide a space, you direct them where should they do that one. Else if you leave them, some people might just do it in a bedroom. Ideally, it's good to have it like in a bathroom and things like that, or like a toilet or a kitchen area, right? It shouldn't be in the hall, it will ruin the beauty. So usually they leave a space and then they cover it, which is removable, so that if there's wiring problems or roofing problems in future, you can easily fix that as well. Now I spoke about how they were able to identify the points for the wiring, and it's a really interesting process. So they mark the points and they incorporate it into the design, right? So for the hall like this, you see that there's a big area which is like a square or rectangle, and at the corners they have marked it out where they are going to pull the wires. And another interesting thing about the P.O.P design is that they actually mold everything before they come. So they have the design, they mold it, and it makes the work really fast. That's what a professional can do. Now in this video, we spoke about the price of home champ paint. Apart from home champ paints, there are other materials which go into building, and click on this link to find out the latest cost of the most commonly used building materials: sand, cement, stones, wood, iron rods, and more over here. Thanks, Bebre.